Flosstube, welcome back for Flosstube number 51. This week has gone so blinking fast. I haven't got quite as much stitching done this week as I did last week. Less time and just not the motivation, I don't think, some days. This week's been a lot of hard work helping Ellie with her homework and her lessons and stuff. And then yesterday, it was just too much of an emotional day, I think, to really concentrate on anything. Just before Christmas, one of Ellie's old school friends passed away unexpectedly. They just found him in bed. Naming no names, but his funeral was yesterday, and because we're in lockdown and social distancing and all that, only so many people could attend. So they did a live stream from the crematorium that if you wanted to go and watch, you could watch. A little bit weird and unusual, I say, but it was good in the sense that it gave Ellie the chance to kind of just, I know she's not there to say goodbye, but, you know, I gave her the choice. I did give her the choice. I told her it was going on and I told her what time, and I said, if you want to watch, we'll watch. I will sit with you. If you don't, you don't. No one's going to think any less of you. Funerals aren't the nicest of things anyway. But she said, okay. So we sat through that, and to be honest, even I got emotional. He was only 12, and just watching it was just, so yesterday wasn't a good day either. So I did get a few things touched. I didn't take part in enchanted stitching and magical stitching this week because I was focusing on the monthly challenge that I needed to get finished for full coverage fanatics, which was the bookshelf, which I still have to finish today. I've completed Pride and Prejudice, which was my Once Upon a Fairy Tale. I haven't touched that this week because I've completed that. The second thing was The Great Gatsby. I needed to do 2,560 stitches, which has gone into, that's the pen, bye. Okay. And for that book, The Great Gatsby, I chose Heaven and Earth Designs Merry Princess, which is still a freebie on their website if you go and have a look. I will provide the link anyway, I always do. I say I always do, there are times when I forget, so if I forget, just chuck me a comment and I'll stick it in, because, yeah. So, yeah, this one's what I chose. And I left it in its frame. Hold on. I know. I should have took it out before, but hey-ho. Let's take the clip off it as well. It's still got that red attached from when you did it. I need to sew that in and cut it off. This week, this has had... I've wrote 1,388 and it's all that black. I think the last time I showed you guys, hold on, we fold it in half, fighting with the blinking fabric. I think I've got to there with the black, I think. So the stitches this week have literally been all the way down here, and I realised that I messed up on my squares. This square here, the very edge one, is a 10 by 10 until it hits this line right here, and then I draw the next line. I know it's a 10 by 9. So I realised, but fortunately I hadn't made a mistake with the stitches that I had to unpick, because this block is right, so the black was right down to there, and then all I had to do was take it to the edge, so I didn't have to count. So touch wood, that was all right. This is stitched on, it's either 26 or 27 count. My eyes just will not focus to count them stitches. And it's 1/1 full cross. And I've got left 609 to do today to complete the full coverage bookshelf challenge for January, because the other two are done. So that's why it was in its hoop, because I've already been working on it this morning. So that's that one. I'll just drop that down out of the way. The next thing, oh yeah, it completed the third one for Full Coverage Fanatics, which was Riley's Avengers. Yeah, it's okay. Just checking. This is stitched on 18 count Ada. And this week, this one has had 1,589 stitches. So I've actually started putting in the blues in here and all the way from there down here. So the edge is starting to come together. Still enjoying it, even though it's a lot of 310, a lot of 939 and 823 and 820. I'm still enjoying it. So that completed the 4,490 stitches I needed, wrong bag, for the full coverage fanatics. So it literally is just finishing the Mary Princess stitches of the 609. I can do that this afternoon. Bag now. Thank you. Right. The third thing I worked on this week, and this completed my, is it free cross stitch challenge group? My full board stitcho, I'm not sure, but it was this one anyway. I only had to stitch on here once to complete the full board, and it's Felicia by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Hannah Disney. And since I've been putting in the outline on here, I've so been enjoying this. I left that one in its sleep as well. I know why. I was intending to come back to it once I'd done all the stitches on the Mary Princess, which I didn't do, so. Oh. I told you, thread gets everywhere in my house. So I've actually started coming down on this black now to kind of work across on her body. Hold it up, it might help. So yeah, I'm going down the outline, round here, no, round there. And this one had 501 stitches this week. I have started putting in some blues as well in her hair. I came down here with the blue and then I thought, you know what, I've had enough. I'll move to the black and just carry on with the outline because I like it. It defines the picture, doesn't it? This one is stitched on 25 count and it's 1/1 full cross. I would say I'm still loving her, but I'm still loving all my cross stitches, so. I'm just going to put that down there. Come back to that in a minute. The last thing, no, it's not the last thing, but the last big piece, full cross stitch, is my Animal Kingdom, which is the one I'm stitching for Kelly. It's this one. It's another Heaven and Earth design. Do you see a pattern forming here? It's artwork by Amy Stewart. Now, I don't actually remember working on this one, but I wrote it on my sheet.
Just knock the other one.
Yep, I'll pick it up in a minute. This one I put in 751 apparently. I don't remember doing it, but if I've, mind you, I've worked on my Mary Princess and there's 2 days where I haven't marked the stitches down at all yet. I have on another sheet of paper. It's really weird. So I was just going mega cross country with the black because there's a lot of black, so I figured just keep going, and I have done. I've just got to pick it back up and carry on. This is stitched on 25 count as well, 1/1 full cross. And I worked out I was supposed to do, note the word supposed to do, 1,435 stitches a week to be on target with my Stitch Around Iceland for full coverage fanatics. 21,000, no, that's for the Once Upon a Fairy Tale. No, it's about 72,000 stitches. Get confused. I worked out to finish it by December 31st. I would need to do 1,435 stitches a week. Nowhere near last week, this past week, because I only did 751. And then I've got another 1,435 to do this week coming. So this week's going to be a lot of this. I'm going to actually because the next bookshelf challenge will be out tomorrow. So I'll tie this to the bookshelf challenge so that I can crank out some stitches on that. I so love this one though. She will have it by the end of the year. 1 second. Okay. The only other thing I did this week was for the free cross stitch challenge. It's another like full board, and you have to do, they write something in each square and you've got to do, I don't know, let's say it says stitch 500 stitches. So you just pick a project and you stitch 500 stitches and then you colour in the X. And to get a full board, I still haven't done the last thing yet, I had to pick an inspirational word for the year and stitch it. So I believe this is 22 count. It's either 22 or 20, I don't actually know. And as you can see, the word is positivity. So that got that done. This is stitched in DMC 326 and 154. Now, the reason I did the 2, oh that shows it lovely, is because I liked them both and I really didn't know which one to use. So I blended it. I just took one strand of each and you can see the colour thingy on the camera really, really well. And the reason I chose the word positivity is because a lovely lady once said to me, when you're faced with a negative situation or something negative, flip it. Always look for the positive. It's there somewhere, you just need to find it. So always turn a negative into a positive. And that's the way I've kind of done things since then. So I just thought it was appropriate to write positivity, and I did. Ellie likes what I did, so she's now got a piece of fabric and she's found some cross-stitch letters and alphabet on Pinterest. She hasn't told me what she's stitching yet, but... Okay. That's that. I don't think there's anything else to show you or tell you because I haven't took part in anything this week, purely because I was trying to get that bookshelf challenge finished. I still haven't, but I will do. I've got till midnight to do 609 stitches, but I've already put in so many this morning. 45, whoop-de-doo. It's because I've been sat with her doing her maths, helping her with her maths, and every time I started stitching again, she'd go, how do I do this? So she's put it away now, so this afternoon and this evening are all mine. And I fully intend to make full use of them and finish the stitches for the bookshelf challenge. So that's today sorted. Kids are fed and watered. They've had their roast dinner and they're happy now. So time's all mine. They're doing what they want to do, so I'm going to do what I want to do. I still haven't touched my blanket. I fully intended to this week, but I think what with the bookshelf challenge and everything, it's just kind of, and the funeral, and yeah, I haven't felt it, let alone having the time. Fingers crossed this week. I'll try. You can but try. I will try. And I'll see what the bookshelf challenge is for February. It's probably already up. I've just not noticed. So I need to go and do that. I am fully up to date with my Once Upon a Fairy Tale to complete the 21,000 in 2021. Because I need 1,750 stitches a month. I've already done January's. I've done just slightly over, I do believe. Did I write it down? No. Oh well. It is what it is, isn't it? So that's it from me for this week. Hopefully next week will be a lot better. Regards stitching and everything else. Actually, I can show you this. I've been working on this week. This is what I work on every Wednesday for my whip and chat. So many times Riley's nearly caught us out. I'm surprised he hasn't managed it yet. But it is the diamond painting of Mario and Yoshi. And yesterday I literally, from that line across, filled in all this red and all that red. So yeah, We're not far off actually, the bottom. The bottom is just there. So we're not far off done.
Yours is a bit longer.
Yeah, so apart from that, I haven't done anything else this week. Absolutely nothing. I need to be careful of that. I can see it. I need to flatten that out in a minute so when he comes in he can't see it. Okay guys, so thank you for watching as always and commenting and liking my videos. Without you guys I wouldn't be where I am now. Feel free to leave any comments, any questions, you know, general chit chat down below in the comment section. I always reply. I always leave a heart if I don't reply, but generally I do, so yeah, it's all good. All links to everything I've showed you. I think I'm just going to start putting all my whip list down below actually, just because every week I have to filter out the ones I haven't touched, so I might just put them all down below so you can see what whips I've got. So all links will be down below. Yeah, as are the links to my Facebook, my Instagram, buy me a coffee, my email, just in case you don't want to leave a comment, you want to shoot me an email instead. That's fine. It's all down below in the description box. So have a great week. Have a great weekend next weekend. If I don't see you guys before then, stay safe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.